What's good, everybody? Welcome into the Early Edge. It is a gorgeous Saturday morning. This is your sports betting show of record, powered by the almighty SportsLine. We're in your feed every single day before 11 a.m., coming off a solid 6-4 day here on the show with our straight picks. And don't forget, you got to follow our guys on social media. The Maestro gave out Chad Cool under 4.5 Ks yesterday on Twitter. That cashed, and my man M Squared added a pick after the pitching change in the Blue Jays and the Orioles. That cashed as well. We do not have any winners in our perfect parlay contest, but do not forget to play every single day. Leave us a best bet in our comment section at YouTube. And then if one of our cappers, and we've got 3 today, one of our cappers is perfect, then you are eligible to win a year-long subscription to SportsLine, all the cappers, all the games, everything. Let's bring in the stars of the show. And once again, we're running the 3-man weave. M Squared, good morning.
Good morning, Coach. Like you said, beautiful Saturday. Got F1 qualifying on. Got some NASCAR action here locally in NASCAR. Got the golf tournament, of course, the NBA. It's going to be a great day.
If I have to, and I apologize, I'm very under the weather today with a cold, but if I have to watch one more commercial with Brad Paisley and Dale Earnhardt Jr. about the NASCAR race tonight, tomorrow, whenever it is, I think I may turn off my TV or throw it through the window. Driving me bananas. But what is not driving me bananas is Jay Smooth looking good today, sharp. Justin, what's up, my man?
How you doing, Coach? You know, had a little bit of a frustrating night last night. Didn't get my Yankees Oakland over, but you know, we might be heading back to the well for another day here. We'll see what I got cooking up my sleeve.
Let's drink. Zack Attack. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Coach. I still can't believe we saw another comeback win in the NBA playoffs. The Clippers came back from 22 points. We've seen this happen so many times in the past few days. The Hawks twice, and the Nets and 2 games ago, and then yesterday with the Clippers. Game 7, I can't wait to watch today between the Nets and Milwaukee.
And we have another Game 7 tomorrow as well. I was very frustrated because I was on the Jazz last night. So at halftime, as you can imagine, I was feeling pretty good about myself. Even better, Zach, when they're up 25 in the third quarter. And then all of a sudden, it was just an onslaught, like something that we've rarely ever seen. And a rookie who came into his own, who's going to be big time for them in the next series. They're going to need him if Kawhi Leonard cannot play. All right, let's get into our show today. Storylines that could affect the betting lines today. Zack Attack, let's start with you.
Real quick one in baseball. The Tampa Bay Rays, last year they were the second best team on the road. This year they are the best at 24-14, but they're in a mini slump right now. They've lost 4 straight on the road. Last 2 against the Mariners. They've been favored. They're favored again today. It should be interesting to see, one, if they can break out of this slump, and if they do lose, what is that price going to be tomorrow?
I was on full tilt last night. I'll be honest. I was on full tilt last night after a couple of early bad beats. And the late games I hit. And Seattle is one of those, so I liked it. All right, M Squared. I know you're on the NBA today. What do you got?
Yeah, I got a little storyline about Giannis and his average shot distance so far in the series. Started the series games 1, 2, and 3, average shot distance around 11 feet. That slowly crept down to around 8 to 9 feet until game 6. The average distance of a shot that he took was 5.6 feet from the basket. What also happened throughout this series is his usage rate has declined. He had the first few games around 41, 42%, which is just absolutely absurd. In the last game, his usage rate dipped to 29%. It was 32% before that. They're a better team when he's going to be hovering around that 29 to 32% usage rate, which is allowing Middleton and Drew Holiday to operate a little more freely. Look for Giannis to continue this trend. The Bucks are, we give Budenholzer stuff all the time because he doesn't play them deep enough at times, but they still are a sharp group in terms of analytics. Look for them to have Giannis even bring that in closer. Look for him to really focus on getting to the basket and then facilitating, letting some of the other guys get their games going. I think we see that again here in Game 7.
I agree with you, and I hope so, because we're certainly on them here on the show that we'll reveal in just a little bit. But the last 2 games, Mikey, they've had huge leads. And in Game 5, they gave it away. In Game 6, they finished the job, which leads us to Game 7 here tonight. So let's get into our board. And if you're not following us at SportsLine, what in the world are you doing? Use a promo code EDGE. We're going to give you 30 days for free. All the simulations, all the cappers, everything for free. Use that promo code EDGE and do it today, especially especially when we have a UFC big night at the Apex tonight. Our guy Ian Parker, the hottest MMA handicapper in the world today, and I'm not exaggerating. The kid is unbelievable. We've got all of our best bets in your feed right now, special MMA episode. But this is about today here on this show. And we're going to go right back to Euro 2020. Our guy Martin Green has been absolutely spectacular. And today, Portugal, Germany, two of the premier teams in all of the Euro 2020. They kick off at noon Eastern time. We're going to go both teams to score, minus 125, and also Portugal, because we're getting them at plus 130. The draw is no bet. Make sure you put it Portugal, draw is no bet, plus 130. Then, in the NHL playoffs, we really like the Islanders tonight. Hockman, Bowman, both on the Islanders, plus 110. So we'll take them on the ice. All right, it is Saturday morning. I've got to pick myself up. So M squared, let me feel good. You know the drill, son. Give it to me.
All right, Coach, just one play for me today. It's going to be the over in the Miami Marlins Chicago Cubs game. It's one I gave out on Twitter last night that hit as well. Very similar situation here. I actually bet this morning at 8.5 when I dropped it in my Discord server. It moved to 9. Now it's approaching 9.5 at some places around. I still have this at 10.4 runs in my simulation, so it's still fine to go ahead and grab it at this spot. But Jake Arrieta, 370 expected weighted on base average, 513 expected slugging. Pablo Lopez is the real story. If you look at the surface, he looks like a great pitcher here. However, massive road splits. One of the biggest I've seen in Major League Baseball. 246 weighted on base average at home, 373 on the road. Going to be a really tough pitching environment for him. 59 air density index, positive VMIs for both teams. 83 degrees, day game, wind blowing out at 10. This game, I'm just absolutely stunned I was able to get it at 8.5. I think it's going to close at 10 here, Coach.
All right, well, get on it right now. We tell you all the time. It's why we do the show in the morning. Get on these numbers before they move. And we got two market movers on the show today. By the way, first pitch, 2:20 Eastern time. All right, this man always brings the heat. Jay Smooth, what do you got? Well, he got himself on mute.
Yeah, I got myself muted by accident there.
I give you a great introduction. I give you a great new nickname, and you pull that?
I botched it. I fumbled it a little bit, man. I'm sorry. All right.
No, you did not fumble. That ball never got into your gut from the quarterback. All right,
Jay, not so smooth.
Not so smooth. Thanks, Michael. All right. So, we've been hitting on these Angels, right? So we've been hitting on these Angels. We hit the run line on them both of the last 2 nights, and I'm going to be going back to the well. Tigers have a spot start on Wiley Peralta today. He hasn't made a start since 2017, and he's being handed the ball. He isn't stretched out. He probably won't go very deep into this one. And I've talked about it both of the last 2 days. This Angels offense is cooking. And, this guy, Peralta, he's been around for a while. He is a legitimate veteran. He took 2 years off, basically, to go back to the Dominican Republic to just sort of relax after a elbow injury. So, his career ERA is 4.51. His career whip is 1.46. The Tigers just do not really stand a chance today. I'm taking the Angels on the run line. My second play of the day is going to be the San Francisco Giants and the Philadelphia Phillies over 7.5. I'm picking on Aaron Nola here a little bit. His home numbers are 2.49 ERA, 1.02 whip. But you put him on the road, he's looking at a 4.49 ERA, 1.29 whip. So, a little bit of a difference there. Slugging percentage is trending up on him as well. And Alex Wood, the starter for the Giants, is basically pitching at average today. So I do think this season. He's pitching at average this season, so I think the Phillies should be able to get a couple runs too. Then finally, my last play of the day, I'm going to go back to the Yankees and the Oakland A's over. I played this at 9. It just moved like about 10 minutes ago to 9.5, but it might come back down to 9. You can get it at even money at 9.5 right now, but I do recommend seeing if you can try to get it at 9. Great offenses here. Both these offenses should have been able to do it last night. We got to like 8 runs in 6 innings, but just couldn't carry it home. I really like the 9. If you can get it for that push condition, it's really nice. But again, Bassett's another guy with a worse average on the road. And also he has a high whip against righties, which is basically the entire Yankees lineup. So going over on that one.
All right. I love those 3 plays. I got to be honest with you though, Justin, that we always listen to our fans. And in the comment section here on the show right now, they're starting to love your new nickname that Mikey just gave you. I thought he was your partner. I thought he was your friend, but apparently not. And they're loving Jay Not So Smooth. So the only way to get rid of that nickname, there you go, Jay Call. Thank you.
We got to
is to go 3-0. That's it. You got to go 3-0. All right. So we'll see if you can do it. We'll see if you can do it. Now, we do not take lightly when the maestro is off the show, who takes his coveted final spot on the show. But this man has shown time and time again he's up to the challenge. Zack Attack, the floor is yours.
2 baseball plays. I've got a fade alert, Coach. I'm going to fade the Colorado Rockies. I'm going to take the Brewers plus 101. Look, Coach, it's not often in baseball you see a team 11 games below 500, but be second in baseball in terms of home wins. That's the case with the Rockies. 25 home wins this year. They've won 5 straight. I'm going to fade them here because of pitcher Austin Gomber. He's coming off his career best outing, but I think the Brewers, they have intel on him from his days as a St. Louis Cardinal. Two matchups last year, 2 in 2018 when he gave up his second highest runs as a starting pitcher. So I will take the Brewers here plus 101, And then the second play, the Dodgers on the run line. Cannot play them on the money line here, just too high of a price, but I will play them on the run line, minus 135. The Diamondbacks, it just does not look like they're going to ever stop losing. 15 straight losses. They lost 3-0 last night. After a shutout loss, their last 8 times they lost the following game each and every single time. And this will be their 6th matchup this year against the Dodgers. They've never scored more than 2 runs. I will play the Dodgers on the run line.
Yeah, I had them last night too, and it was 0-0 till the 8th inning, and then the Dodgers scored 3. This is a monumental losing streak by the Diamondbacks. I mean, this is historic, not just overall, but also on the road. And I know tonight's at home, but, man, they are bad no matter where they play. I love that play. All right. We're up against it. Grab your paper, grab your pencil. Here is the recap. M Squared, don't forget, follow him on social media today. Cubs Marlins over 9. You're probably going to get it at 9.5, but certainly get it in before it gets to 10. Then Jay Smoot on the Angels, minus 1.5. That's a late first pitch. Phillies Giants over 7.5. That's a 4:05 Eastern first pitch. Then the Yankees A's early, 1:05 Eastern today. Get that in over 9.5, whatever your book might have. Then Zack Attack, he's on the Brewers over the Rockies. And then the Dodgers on the run line. That's a late first pitch, 10:10 Eastern time, minus 135. Then, for SportsLine, we've got the Islanders on the ice, plus 110. And then in Euro 2020, Portugal, draw, no bet. And then Spain, Poland, both teams to score. No, I apologize. That is actually Portugal and Germany, both teams to score. So we'll fix that later. But that is Portugal, Germany, both teams to score. Not Spain, Poland, both teams to score. But in the gym, that's where we have Spain, Poland, both teams to score. The Mets on the money line, and then the Bucks in the NBA on the money line. That's going to give you a return over plus 700. Jeweler, jump right in real quick. I did get that right, correct? Got that right?
Yes. Let's see. In the gym, it is Spain, Poland over 2.5 goals. And
over
then
2.5.
Yeah,
okay.
correct. The graphic is incorrect. So it should be
both teams score in Portugal and Germany. Okay. And we will make sure that we clear that up on social media. But those are the plays. 2 plays in that Portugal-Germany game. And you're right, Jeweler. Spain, Poland over 2.5 in the gym. Don't worry.
It is Spain. It's Spain, Poland, both teams to score.
Okay. Spain, Poland, both. We got it.
Yeah.
We got it. All right. Cool. Sometimes you just got to wake everybody up on a Saturday morning. It's full. Don't forget our MMA episode with Ian Parker in your feed right now. You want to watch that. He's got a lot of best bets tonight. I mean, I'm talking 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got 6 plays tonight. Why aren't you watching that episode? I mean, a lot of you already have, but go get it. All right. Sometimes it's not as smooth as you want it to be, but we do this 7 days a week, and we are the show of record, and we're live. And that's what happens sometimes when you're live. All right? You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these tickets straight to the pay window. For M Squared, for Jay Smooth, for Zack Attack, and for the Jeweler, who puts it all together. I am the coach. Enjoy your Saturday. Enjoy the U.S. Open. Enjoy all of these games because we just gave you the early edge. Good luck. Do you want best bets in your feed every single day? All you have to do is hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all things Early Edge.